What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We just shot probably the world's greatest intro that has ever been on YouTube, but I did not turn my mic on. So let's go ahead and redo it. And whenever this happens, it's never gonna be as good as the last one. So anyway, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are installing something that a lot of you have been waiting for and asking for. We're installing a new fuel pump. That is one of many things a lot of you are waiting for. So right now, if you're new, we have a boosted Civic 97DX that I put a Y8 intake manifold on. It does not have VTEC. Boosted Civic. Now, how is this different from all the other boosted Civics out there? This one, well, not all of them, but this one, stock ECU, no tune. Go ahead, freak out, but if you're gonna freak out, please do it down in the comments. Just fill the comment section up. Tell me how this is just horrible and wrong. So anyway, we are all stock. Stock motor, stock tune, stock fuel. Some of you might be wondering like how and why. Well, this started as a complete budget Civic build, turbo build, and an ECU and tune, to do it the right way, is not very budget. Is it the right way to do it? Yes, I would say it's 100% the right way to do it. But is it the only way to do it? Not necessarily. If it's your daily driver and you want to make some power, get it tuned. Anyway, we're running a Blox Racing FMU. And I have videos going in detail about that, how to install it, what it is, what it does. Long story short, it basically blocks off it, relative to vacuum, it blocks off your fuel return, forcing more fuel pressure through your injectors. So, anyways, in my last video, I ran it with and without the FMU, looking at the AFRs. Now, it is lean with it. It runs good, not in boost, as you would expect. But with more air, you need more fuel. So, doing a pool, we would go pretty lean, around 18, which it should be around 10, 11, 12. So, then I took it out, and it just was off the gauge lean. So that made me happy knowing that the FMU is fighting to keep more fuel in, but it needs a little help. So after you guys commenting, giving me tons of great information, and me just doing some research, it appears that we need more fuel pressure, which, like I said, makes complete sense. So I said before I wanted to do injectors first, just to see if it made much of a difference, but it kind of makes more sense to me now to do fuel pump first, just because it seems like when we do a pool, it cuts out because of fuel, goes super lean. That tells me that there's not enough fuel in the system. It like empties the system. So it tells me that it needs to push more pressure. So fuel pump. Now, next video we're gonna do is probably gonna be injectors. I finally got a set of Y8 injectors. So we'll see what difference those make when the time comes. But for right now, I wanna do fuel pump, stock injectors. Now, the fuel pump that we got is a Walbro 255 fuel pump. Should just drop in, nice and easy, plug and play, and be good. So, you guys didn't come here to hear me talk. Let's go ahead and get this old fuel pump out. Side note, my first intro was a lot better. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our back seat out. Some of you are probably gonna have a 10mm bolt right here. We do not. So I'm gonna start by prying out the back. And there you have it. So we're supposed to have a 10mm bolt right here, but we don't have one. Anyways, here's your fuel pump Phillips heads, 4 of them. Let's go ahead and take those out. First, we're going to start by removing these plugs. One there, and then there's another one here. All right. Now we can remove these clips. So just get a pair of pliers and squeeze them, pull them back. All right, we'll come back to that one. This one, you just want to squeeze these clips here and take this one off. And I probably should have depressurized the fuel system first, but oh well. There, I put a little vacuum cap on there. All right, now take your 10mm bolt and socket and undo these. Now fish it on out, but be careful. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get this off. So first thing you want to do is get this green clip out, and the way you do that is there is some little locks, little clips right here. Just get a Phillips head or something small and press those, and there's your green clip. Now you've got a plug right there. Go ahead and take that out. All right. So now there is a tube with these 2 clamps on there. Loosen those clamps and just go ahead and pull your fuel pump out. I'm just going to loosen the top one to try to pull everything out, the tube and pump out at once. There we go. As I pour fuel all over everything. All right, so now let's take our little filter off here. There's a little clip, metal clip down in here. We're just going to try to tear that out with some needle nose. Okay, now we're not going to be reusing this little strainer because our Walbro pump came with a new one. We just needed this off of it. So let's get our new one out. And I am going to wipe this off, and then we pretty much install it reverse order. All right, let's go ahead and install our strainer. Now this comes with a new clip, so don't lose that. Make sure you put your little rubber piece back on. And you can see there's only one way that this new strainer can go. All right, so that is actually pretty difficult. Very tight fit pressing that back down. All right, now let's get our little metal clip. So you can see it's down in there, and we're just going to take needle nose and press down on each side. Okay, there we go. Now we want to put it all back on in reverse order. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut our new hose to the same height as the old one. There we go. Now, go ahead and put it on. And one thing that's actually extremely nice about this kit is it comes with these hose clamps, so you don't have to screw with those other ones. So put those back on. All right, put those on, and now we're going to slide it back up in here. Now we're going to get our hose clamps up. All right, now let's plug it back in. Put our little clip in. Snaps back in, and we are finished. So let's go ahead, put it back in the car. All right, very easy install, as you guys can see. Overall, you could probably do this install in 30 minutes and have no issues. But anyway, it's in, so now what we've all been waiting for, let's go ahead and take a drive. I'll set up the GoPro and let's see if this made any difference for the AFR. I don't know if it will, because I don't know if these injectors will be spraying enough, but we've got new injectors for the next video. Anyway, let's go take a drive. Guys, the new fuel pump has this thing running very rich, which better than very lean. There was a full pull there. Well, guys, that worked way better than I thought it would. It was perfect to rich the whole time. And I'm fine with being rich. I just don't really want to be lean. Well, not really. I don't want to be lean at all. But I don't know if you could see, but it was like, it was a little more rich now on cruising. It was around 12, maybe even richer, which is pretty rich. But when we're doing a pool, it was around 11, right around 11 even, which to me is perfect. And I'm kind of blown away that a fuel pump will solve all the lean issues. The only downside of this is I now have some Y8 injectors over here, and I don't know if they're necessary. I don't think they are necessary, but we're gonna throw them in the next video anyway and see what it does. See if it goes like way rich or if it just stays where it's at. If it just stays where it's at, I'm gonna leave the Y8s in there and just have it taken care of. But I am very, very happy with the fuel pump install. So a huge thank you to all you guys in the comments that were telling me I need to do a fuel pump. You apparently know what you're talking about, so thank you. Yeah, so that's it, you know. that's going to be it for this video. I hope I was able to help some of you guys install your fuel pump, and all you guys that wanted to see where I was at with an upgraded fuel pump with the FMU, there you go. So now the next things I have are, like I just said, the injectors, and I also have an adjustable fuel pressure regulator. I don't know that either of those are necessarily necessary, but we're going to install them. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.